Never mind.
Just check the options and make sure that...
They
All right, I was
started
gonna
the...
say, just check the options, make sure they haven't got cheats enabled or something really terrible.
The
Here we
problem
go,
is
then.
they started the game with me. In the lobby, they just... I don't know, do we just go with it and you can just watch my lobby, I mean my Discord stream or what?
Well, if the thing is, if you're in the game, they can... There's no stream delay. So one of the teams
No,
can
there is the
potentially...
stream delay. The stream delay was on all the time, I just decided not to restart the stream. Like,
Okay.
just in case something like this happens, but it seems like we are already on -2. Wait, what? I guess it was just AI getting the markers done and stuff.
Yeah. Arch has got a really terrible ping.
Yeah, but I even asked them to not start the game when I'm still in the lobby and... Oh boy, I guess, do we watch it like that or do I quit the game and... Although if I quit the game, it can actually desync.
Ooh. Yeah, they should have really picked observers on launch, but...
Yeah.
Message Virgil and ask, since he's the director. Just say, should we leave or...
Poor Fergal still going on about the changes to the rules and everything. Wait, did they really start with the cheats enabled or?
I hope not.
No, it seems like it. Okay, it's not.
Okay.
That's very good.
Ooh.
But, okay, it seems like I have to go
we're
and...
staying, boys.
Yeah. So let me change the screen and everything else.
Okay, so we're going to be, what, 1 minute delay on the final, potentially the final game. This is a championship tournament point here for the Team 1, which is TheWheelie's team. Justice for Telly Billy. They are, what, 4 games to 3 or 3 games to 2? 3 games to 2 up against the Clown Crushers, which is Tryth's team in the finals, the grand finals of the Rainbow Cup here. We've got the red and orange team and yellow team on the bottom with 2 AIs, and they are against the blue, purple, cyan, and white team on the top, also with 2 AIs. You can see there's a lot of scouts
warm
moving
versus
out.
cold.
Big brain. There's a lot of scouts moving out. That's Arch there. He's looking to do some raiding. He's sending out mech marines. They're very cheap with a snoop. One of them looks like it might run into unknowns, but ACU there. That's not going to work out for him.
Yep, that was
First
horrible.
blood. First blood to unknown there.
Yep, but the men still have a few of them running around.
Could be very annoying on I wonder to deal with mech marines and stuff running around the back base. Interestingly, the Cyan AI is actually loading up a transport in its base. I'm not sure what it's going to try and do with that.
I mean, it's just
Both
gonna
AIs
go and
doing
expand fast, I guess.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Not gonna do anything juicy.
Yeah, that's kind of smart, actually.
I mean, there is like a good few kilometers of walk away from the
Yeah.
base, so... The transport should be quite a decent choice here on this map, because it's big.
Yeah, it is a 20 by 20.
Exactly, it have a huge in the name, so it should be huge. Oh no, it seems like the other mech marine is actually gonna get caught by the mantis from Slow.
It's making its escape. The mantis is the natural predator of the mech marine.
Exactly. Although it seems like the other mech marine is gonna go and grab 2 kills on the T1 mass extractors belonging to Tryth.
Is it gonna get it?
Ah, just nearly maybe. If he moves, no, he's gonna get crushed.
Oh, it was close, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like in the meme, the Aeon coming to bully out everyone else.
Yeah. The flares very strong. They're very expensive, but they're very strong.
Yeah. I mean...
T1 bombers out for the bottom AI and the top AI. They are honing in on Slow's base here. Potential for a lot of damage with this. That's 3 or 4 NGs and Mantis in one bomb there.
Yeah, the engines have been killed, or at least one of them, and Mantises took a lot of damage. More kills coming out, as it seems like the bottom team is actually gonna make a very good usage of the T1 bombers.
Yeah, Slow getting bullied by the AI early on here. Actually,
yeah,
one of those
and he's losing
archers
more and
as
more
well.
of them. Oh no, a very bad turn by the AI. No, that's Arch. My bad.
Loses another. Oh, the UEF bomber there.
Exactly.
He's been drinking. He was drinking last night, and he's still drunk today. Wasn't able to hit the engineer that was stationary.
Well, I guess he came at an angle, so there is that. Made a U-turn just before dropping the bomb, so yeah. The pilot was kind of shaken after the nasty maneuver, but it seems like Zlo is actually gonna walk in straight into the Arch Simcat ACU, as we can see here.
Yeah, interesting to see if that PD goes up. If it does, it's going to give him a lot of power over all this reclaim in the middle. It does.
But
it finishes before the engineers go down.
Yeah, but after the changes with the walls, a few shots from the ACU are enough to go and basically erase it, especially with the, how's it called, overcharge available. But
Does
it seems...
Slow have overcharge though? I don't feel like he's got enough mass to justify that right
No,
now.
he doesn't.
Yeah, so he's going to rely on Tech 1 arties to get rid of that, which to be fair he can do because he has a huge unit advantage. He can potentially steamroll over Arch here. This is a very aggressive start.
But honestly, he's playing Cyber. Get a gun upgrade, get your team to feed you energy and use the Mantises to basically speedrun it. Never mind, the men have actually Medusa T1 artillery in the mix, so the PD is already dead. So Arch gonna be forced to fall back.
Yeah, not sure why Slow isn't pushing the advantage with his units here.
Well, the units are coming in just now.
Yeah.
But the question is, why is the Donny not coming here to go and support Arch Simcat, who is having a lot of trouble here on the middle? As we can see that the top team is really putting the pedal to the metal with their all ACUs
Slow's
just
playing
walking
really
in.
aggressive. He's got a lot of units. This really suits his style, actually. He likes to make a lot of Tech 1 stuff. Slow,
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
This
that's
really
basically
suits him.
the ladder style, and the man is very good at that, so we can see it working out as Arch Simcat have basically nothing to defend versus him. The man is just making T1 units, and they're barely gonna be enough to go and stop it, especially as his teammates are not even coming to support him.
I feel like the actual play might be to counterpunch against Slow here. If Insidious Noob or
And
remember, I'm using
wait.
people's on-screen names. He can actually counterpunch against some of the infrastructure that Slow has on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but it seems like the
Rather
game
than-
is coming to a crawl because of some connection issues.
Let's have a look.
As Arch Simcat is getting behind, or who else?
Yeah, Arch seems to be dropping behind every now and then. Not sure why.
So yeah, we will see if I will have to go and quit or not. Or if they're even aware I'm in the game, because they weren't paying attention. Or if it's something just on Arch alone.
What's that drop that the Wheelie is doing at the middle?
This is basically a few ghetto gunships.
It's
I
a
mean,
ghetto?
Yes.
Nice. Did Slow put any anti-air in his unit mix? He
He
did not.
have,
Oh,
no,
he
he does
got
have
one.
a few
He's
of
got
them.
one.
And a few more coming from the outside, so it seems like TheWheelie is just trying to go and buy some time for his teammates by basically harassing Slow with what
He actually
can.
landed the transport and it's gonna die to Mantis.
No,
What
the
on
transport.
earth?
No, it didn't land. It was still in the air.
What was that?
What?
Mantis are now anti-air units, guys, as per the last patch. So make sure you make lots of Mantis. They shoot down transports.
Yeah, I guess this is the fabled Cybran flexibility, but it seems like Zlo is actually finding another target because this time around he's gonna go and crash the oh my god, Donnie is basically really outside of the game here with his ACU, meaning that there is nothing much to defend his base.
He's got Tech 2 in his base, though. He's got a T2 HQ, so he can put a Cerberus turret up and basically end this aggression if he really
I mean,
wants
that is
to.
true, but Zlo can basically just beeline for his ACU here, crash this expansion and then go forward and kill off the ACU.
Yeah. Cutting off, that's a pretty good play. That's a pretty big brain. We'll see if he goes
Although
for
it
that.
seems like together with Unknown, they're planning to go and erase any traces that were left from Arch Simcat.
I feel like if Unknown got a gun quick, they could put something really dangerous together.
I mean, we can already see the macro play coming out, as they're basically trying to go and encircle the wall base belonging to Arch Simcat. But the Ghetto gunships are also coming out from the TheWheelie, together with a few Spectre gunships.
Yeah. How are we doing for air for the top team? I don't see any inties. Just AI inties.
I mean, do they even need the intis when they have a lot of MAA available, although in the other army? As Arch Simcat is actually gonna go and cosplay the UEF boy he is by throwing more and more napalm at the enemies.
Yeah, that's a war crime right there.
Well, the man doesn't care, the money are on the line. And we saw even worse war crimes.
Did those bombers actually get value though?
I don't
think
so.
they really killed that much. I don't think that was worth it.
But hey, speaking of war crimes, you weren't here before, but we had AI actually stealing the civilian trucks and driving them to the front line, so yeah. This whole
That's
tournament is a war crime. But yeah,
Slow can definitely collapse Archer's ACU here. Archer's in a pretty dangerous position. Arch? Arch?
I'm not sure what he's doing, I'm just looking at the map, zooming
That's
out.
dangerous.
But the man is just...
That's a really dangerous position for him to be in.
I mean, he does have a gun, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to go and stop the enemy from just overrunning him. Like we can see the Mantises coming on from both sides at the same time.
Yeah, there's shields as well from Slow. Sorry, from Unknown.
Like if Unknown moves in the blazes, there is nothing to go and stop the enemy team from basically just... Okay, never mind, here comes the Spectre gunships and the Ghetto from the TheWheelie to go and save the day. So
I think
we'll...
there's...
Yeah, he might actually stay alive, even more so as the Mantises from the left side are also joining the fray, as Donnie finally realized that Arch Simcat might need some kind of help outside here. And a few T1 PDs are also gonna be just enough to go and buy some time.
Yeah, it's not going to turn quite into a reverse trap, but I think that's what Insidious was going for, was kind of like to kind of bait them in and then go for a kill, but it's not going to work out this time.
Yeah, exactly. He lured in the enemy with the false pretense of Arch Simcat being basically defenseless, but yeah.
The AI on the left, the brown AI, is being very aggressive with its ACU. It's kind of pushing in here.
I mean...
It's got double gun and shields.
Yeah, and the fuck all of you, ACU is basically unable to deal with it. He doesn't have any gun upgrades or anything for him, so yeah. And should I be even reading that name? Like...
We'll just call him the Wreck.
Exactly. But yeah, the AI is doing a very good job on the left.
We need to zoom in on
flank.
Slow, because he is in trouble. There is a huge unit pathing problem going on right
Yeah,
here.
the man just made too many Mantises and now he's paying the price by his ACU basically bumping into them all over the
I
place.
think Slow might be looking for a draw. No, he's not going to get that either. He's going to go for blowing up all of the units here.
I mean, that's a very decent choice. If you can see you're gonna die, just go in and blow out the enemy army. Deal as much damage as you can. Okay, we can see that Tryth is actually moving in with his double gun ACU versus TheWheelie.
Really has shield though, so
Yeah,
it's not going to be an easy kill.
and he also have the gun upgrade, the range upgrade, so yeah, while Tryth does have more damage available, the problem is that his only reinforcements are the AI. And with the
Well,
Harbingers...
this is good though. The AI can, as long as Tryth's ACU clears out stuff, the AI will be much more aggressive in this unit, so... Potentially getting the AI to push right the way into this little base that the Wheelie has here.
Yeah, but the problem is that the Harbingers are already here on the field, as we can see the T3 HQ pumping them one after another.
Does Tryth have overcharge for that?
And actually, the base that once belonged to Zlo is getting absolutely rampaged through by the AI forces. Although it seems like the wreck might be capable of saving it for a few more minutes. Although at the cost of removing all of his units from the mid lane towards the top side.
And that's going to allow Arch to rotate over to where Tryth is.
Yeah, we can already
Wheelie
see
now
his
has Tech 2 PD
ACU.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this push is not going to work by Tryth. There's Tech 2
Especially
PD
as
here.
AI realize that enemy have the Oblivion turrets and he's gonna go and full back. But yeah, so far TheWheelie is making a very much better game compared to the
Yeah,
wreck
it's
on the
just,
other flank.
defending against the AI there is with Tech 2 PD and shields is very effective.
Yeah, but for some reason, Vrek is not doing it at all. He just keeps
No.
on spamming more and more T1 units, as the AI forces from Audrey and Tel Avloshi are basically overrunning his defenses everywhere. To the point that we can even see that Unknown is dropping Harbingers on his positions to defend him. As pictured here on the screen.
Yeah, quite micro-intensive dropping that as well. Dropping and microing T3 units instead of just dropping a shield and some Tech 2 PD.
Okay, but when it comes to the air game, it seems like Tryth is actually firmly ahead.
Tryth is ahead, yeah.
There is 4 ASF for FTX Commando and a few Swifties for TheWheelie, but Tryth already have basically double the number of ASF on the field.
The question is, will Tryth notice that? Will he capitalize on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very dangerous question, because the moment he throws the air, it might be over. So I'm not really gonna blame him for playing slower. But actually, let's go and take a look at the AI to see if we can see anything interesting happening. And yes, there is gonna be a minute 12 GC. Oh boy.
Yikes.
And it's gonna be on the flank belonging to the wreck, so oh boy.
Yeah,
The
there's no
meltdown
PD
might be
to deal
quite
with it.
possible. The other AI, Audrey, I mean the Tel Avloshi, not making anything juicy or toxic yet.
What's the top team AI up to?
Well, we will go and see. Well, one AI is going for the T3 HQ and is building the T3 air factories. And nothing else. Meanwhile, the Cyan one is finally building a fat boy.
We got a fat boy.
Although it does seem like the AIs are actually quite even when it comes to the mass income.
Yeah, Team 1 is quite a long way ahead though in total mass.
Yeah, but that is because the base belonging to Zlo was basically erased. And Unknown and Tryth have to keep on... Oh, okay. No wonder Tryth have that much more ASF. Just look at the amount of maxes they have. FTX is basically working on scaling with everything he can. And well, instead of building the air grid, he's grabbing the T3 maxes and stuff. While Tryth is basically going all in on the ASF production. We can see him switching for the... Restorers. As he will most likely go and try to snipe the ACU belonging to TheWheelie.
Yeah, not a lot of anti-air in that mix. Only one flak.
Which is already dead. And killed off by the AI forces to boot, so yeah. And FTX doesn't have the air units to actually go and defend
No.
the wheelie from that. We can even see that Vrek is using the T3 broadswords to also go in and kill off the wheelie, so yeah. It seems like an all-out snipe versus the man.
Yeah.
And airfight is
And if
gonna
that isn't
happen.
enough, the AI is bringing in Tech 1 and Tech 2 gunships on top of this as well. White and Cyan. Oh, no, it retreated them. Thank you, AI, for doing the exact opposite of what you were doing. It's very much appreciated.
And yeah, while we can see the T1 MAA actually being produced, some flak coming up from the factories, I'm afraid to say that with this amount of DPS available for the topside team...
Yeah, those broadswords are brutal. You
Yeah.
get under the shield, the first shield, he can micro the second shield to help. That's a lot of T3 gunships. FTX is going to have to try something.
And he does it. He's gonna go and get a really nice pass, killing 3 of the enemy gunships. But most likely, oh my goodness, it seems like... Wait, who died? Tryth or unknown?
What?
Tryth just
Control
walked
K.
into a bunch of enemy T3 Harbingers while he was trying to go and micro the air fight. Which is absolutely horrible, because right now we will go and see that the ASF are just gonna move all over the place. But yes, Tryth is dead, as his base is gonna get given to the Vrek. And oh my god. This is basically the nightmare scenario.
Yeah, that's a shocker right there. Is that a misplay? I really didn't see that. I was looking at the gunships there. I didn't really see.
I mean, I think it was a misplay. He just walked in with your ACU straight into a front line of a few Harbingers. Which basically just went in and raised the man. Or maybe he got blocked by the enemy AI units, or I mean the teammate AI. But yeah, we can see that the Vrek is actually gonna keep on using the broadswords to keep on dealing damage around the whole map. Which might be a decent idea, but not if he keeps on losing his wall air in a fight.
Yeah.
Which is not something he wanted to go, as basically the ASF were all idle. While FTX is just gonna pick them off one after another. And okay, sure enough, he might still go and win it, because he had just so much more units available. But early on, this was looking quite bleak for the Vrek. He's gonna go and erase the T3 HQ belonging to Arsinkat. Or make it the Titlan HQ. But the big problem is the fact that the Wheelie is still alive.
Yeah, and he's reinforced his base with quite a bit of anti-air as well, so that's not going to work twice. Where's that GC on the left? Is that pushing in yet?
It is. And it's going straight for the forces belonging to the Vrek. Or should I say, whatever remains of his land units. As they are gonna get basically decimated by the blazes coming out from AI. And the AI have some really juicy ones. One of the blazes have nearly 1000 mass killed, so yeah. The Vrek gonna have a really hard time defending versus the enemy forces, although thankfully the topside AI have finished the Fat Boy, which is gonna go and join the battle versus the TheWheelie. So the situation is gonna kind of even out. It seems like Arsinkat have been taken out from the game.
Yeah, he has almost no eco left at all.
Yeah.
Those broadswords have done a number on his base.
Yeah, and there is still a single Harbinger just basically kicking whatever is left from the base.
Yeah, it's brutal. So the wreck is going to have to micro these gunships in the ASF because they're his route back into the game. Even though he's still down on eco, they're his route back. The problem is that he's also going to have to defend versus a GC and potentially an ACU push because Insidious has just finished Nano, so he's going to be looking to be aggressive.
Yeah, but the problem is that the Vrek is going to get a really
the
good...
ASF are idle again.
Yeah.
That's painful.
But it seems like the top team is just more busy berating the AI for actually letting the
Yeah, they've got
few
half the APM
Harbingers
now.
just sneak past.
There's the Harb drop in the corner that we thought would come.
And yeah, DevRec even using the T3 Strat bombers to go and deal with the incoming units. Which is not what you wanna go and see when the man is very, very behind on the air game. He just lost all of his ASF.
Yeah, despite the eco damage that Team 1 was able to do with that, they're actually further behind in mass than they were when they started that attack with the gunships. So
Yeah, I guess it's because the T3 mexes are actually starting to pop up everywhere.
yeah.
And the big problem is, how do you deal with the enemy GC coming in here? Like, there's nothing to stop it. You're gonna lose even more of the bases.
They really needed the gunships to deal with that. They've got more gunships, but the question is whether they can actually keep them alive versus the air, because the AI has ASF, and they just lost air technically to FTX, so they might even need a couple of SAMs and fight air over the SAMs and then use the gunships. But
I mean, I don't think you can even go and deal with them, because when we look at the army belonging... Wait, that's not Arch, that's actually AI. At the AI, it actually have a bunch of flags available, 14 of them to be precise.
That's a lot of flag. Yeah.
So
That's
yeah, and
unfortunate.
considering just how much HP have the GC, I don't think that those broadswords are gonna be enough to go and stop it.
The
Even
Rex
more
should be able
so.
to micro the broadswords north of the GC. He should be able to keep
But
them
he's not
away
doing
from
it,
the
he's just
flanks.
eating the damage. But the big problem is that honestly, at this point, FTX Commando can just go and suicide his ASF and just call it a day, because the GC is just that much important. It can just keep on going in and rampaging.
Will the GC grab the transport?
No, it
That
won't.
would be great. That would be amazing. When the transport lands, grabbing it. No, it doesn't look like it will.
Yeah, Unknown is recognizing that no, this is not the landing spot. Let's go somewhere else. But it seems like the GC might actually fall down. No, never mind. Here comes the Air Force from FTX Commando. As we can see, DevRec once again not paying much attention. Okay, the airfight is happening as let's see who will get the better tar. And it seems like it's actually DevRec this time around, as the forces belonging to FTX Commando are just gonna get decimated. One ASF after another just falling down.
The flak is primarying the gunships, and that's really let the Wreck back into the air game here. He's done really well there. The Wreck has done really well, because he's trying to micro the gunships and the rest of the stuff. He still managed to keep his gunships alive and even out the air, so he did really well there.
Yeah, and the problem right now is that TheWheelie and Arsinken are just gonna go and ignore the wall AI base on the right flank, and instead just basically go and make pushes through the middle to go and try grab some damage there, because as we can see, the bases belonging to Unknown and others are just undefended there. And oh my god, it seems like the AI is gonna go and shut down the enemy.
Oh no, the AI catching the gunships?
Oh no, it's actually gonna fall back. It saw the enemy ASF coming in, so yeah. Good guy AI, not gonna throw away his units for free. I love how Tryth is saying that they have the shit AI, but each and every game I actually saw them play out, they were just letting the enemy AI scale to Narnia and back. Meanwhile, their opponents were always trying to go and push it, just pressure it, so it couldn't actually just keep on making units for free.
I think the main difference is holding the AI with like a PD base versus allowing
No, it's
the
not
AI
even
to fight on
that.
an open field.
If you were to actually look what was happening, Farmslety here was always playing on this corner, moving his ACU front and back, trying to bait the enemy into fighting, right? Meanwhile, DevRec was like, okay, let's make a few units, let's station here, and basically he let the AI take control over this position for free, so yeah. It was like... not anything at all. The man was just thinking that the AI is not worthy opponent, so he can just keep on making T3 maxes. Meanwhile,
How much anti-air is there in that base where Farms is?
not that much, to be honest.
Because he hasn't finished Heavy Shield yet. He's actually relatively snipeable, I'd say, with air.
I mean, it's not even about air. It's more about Tufal boys actually coming his way, so yeah. Unless the man is gonna start building the T2 artillery right now, he might find himself being pushed back by the AI.
I think they could snipe him with the gunships that they have in the base.
As of who is on -2, it's... oh, it's TheWheelie and Arch, okay. Like, we are already 20 minutes in and already hitting -2 speed, so that is horrible. And remember what I said about the unknown base?
Not the Omni. Not the Omni.
Oh, that's just horrible.
It's pain.
Even more so as the gunships were here, just waiting behind the base.
That's a really nice pickup by the Wheelie. Sees the Omni, runs in, kills it. Pain for their team.
Actually,
Why is
there's...
it Team 1 and Team 3?
I don't know.
Why? Why?
Don't ask me. Team Wheelie was always Team 3 for some reason, so there's that. But hey, it seems like there is one more fatboy actually coming in from the AI on the top side. But the problem is, the wreck is basically being, well, tossed around by the AI forces, together with Unknown, as there is nothing they can do about this big blob of ion units.
No.
And why sure, Unknown might try to go and buy some time, but the question is how much time he can buy.
I think the play is to go all in on the Wheelie right now. I think that's the play.
I mean, if you actually go in and support the Fat Boys, this might be actually very big.
At least force him to cancel.
He already
Which
cancelled
he
it.
has. Yeah.
He saw the Fat Boy, and he's gonna run away. T2 transport available, although it have been pinged by the enemy forces, so yeah. The wreck is not gonna let him run away in the transport.
Where them gunships at?
The gunships went somewhere else.
They're in the middle. There's a strat as well. They can potentially deal out a lot of damage to the Wheelie.
I mean, that's a 3000 damage with a Strat Bomber, leaving only 6000 HP to be chewed through by the gunships. So yeah. And considering that the Fat Boy is still coming closer and closer, and the MMLs, the Flapjacks, are doing a really good job at erasing the base belonging to, I mean the fire base, it seems like this might be the clutch play here, as the Wheelie have nothing to defend himself with apart from the ASF forces belonging to FTX Commando. Although it seems like we will go and get a short pause happening, as Donnie gonna ask for it. So I guess we can go and take this a moment to go and see what the AIs are doing. We have SMD being built, but no SML. The white AI, exactly the same, nothing juicy being built. Meanwhile, the bottom one, no sign of nuclear missiles or anything. But halfway down Tifriarty is already here, so yeah.
Lord have mercy upon my soul. Oh my goodness. With all those shields around it, look how many T3 shields.
Yes, it's M28. It's gonna shield its artillery and basically try to micro the shield, so yeah. It's very hard to break its arty bases. And the other AI, it's just gonna keep on making power and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, scaling.
Oh no, here is the SML. I see messages on the chat that Devrekis actually went to the other stream to vent a little bit.
I mean, he's in a terrible position, the wreck, but it's not unwinnable. He just needs to make an impact on the game.
Exactly.
With stuff that he's got right now.
He have the tools available, and it seems like the Fat Boys from the AI are actually
the Fat Boys will actually deal with the other AI, I think.
Yeah, they're coming here, as we can see, so yeah. They might actually be the saving grace for Vrek.
If he can pick up a snipe with all the air and the strats and the gunships on the Wheelie here, and then maybe go into the base with the gunships and do some more damage.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a chance here. There's a chance. It's not all over.
But yeah, the Wheelie is already getting sniped by the Fat Boy, as we can see. He's gonna take a lot of damage.
I'm not sure why he's hanging around, to be honest.
I mean, he's trying to run away slowly. The Vrek using the Strat to keep on harassing him, as he will go for the T3 Max. Oh no, he picked up a Harbinger with the transporter, not the ACU.
Is that a misplay or?
It might be. Or maybe he's just trying to go and bait the enemy air into it. Oh my god, control K! Oh,
Here we go.
oh yes,
he
yes,
controls
yes.
on the air. Okay, it's a very tactical play there. The wheelie deletes his ACU on the enemy ASF. That's going to hand air control over to Team 2 in exchange for their highest rated player.
Yes, that was...
Tryth is going to get away. Sorry, the wreck is going to get away with the gunships though. He didn't lose all the gunships in the strat, so they're still available.
I mean, that is true, but with the ASF numbers for FTX Commando, I don't think that the gunships are gonna do anything for the next few minutes. Unless the men can somehow recover the air control.
So M28 is very good at microing long-range units. It shouldn't allow those fat boys to die. It should micro them back.
I mean, we can already see one of them is falling back while they're keeping on pooping up shield after another.
Yeah. M28 is very annoying with fat boys.
Although it seems like this one is just gonna walk in straight.
Yeah, that's
It
questionable.
wanna use its riot guns to use the full extent of its DPS. As we can see the riot guns opening the fire.
I love those guns. They look so cool. It's a very like Warhammer Space Marine kind of.
Exactly, it's like a Bane blade just rolling in.
Yeah, I love it.
Although it seems like the fat boy is still gonna go and stay alive, as there is basically not enough DPS to go and kill it. As we can
Did
see,
the fat boy? Did the AI calculate this perfectly and know that the bricks can't kill it?
who knows, maybe.
Because that's incredible if it did.
But hey, it seems like while Farmsletty just died, it opened the floodgates for the AI to basically just come and pouring in from all sides.
And he'd been backing up those units like water behind a dam for quite some time.
Although the fat boy is going for a ride.
It's going after a scout that's on the cliff, which is... There's a scout halfway along the cliff that is trying to... Please!
I don't know. Maybe Moblin can go and check out the target priorities for fat boys, because for some reason they're really trying to go and kill the snoops and spirits, as we can see. The spirit factory actually being built by the Arch Team Cat to go and basically annoy the fat boy. Which is now gonna just stop and start killing the spirits. But yeah, the fat boys on top gonna go and destroy the wall enemy army with taking just a few damage here and there.
If Unknown can get back into the game, if he needs to switch that factory to T3 engineers and get himself kind of back into the game a little bit.
Yes, that is true.
There we go. He's swapping to engineers. That's smart. This
yeah,
is a
although
good idea.
he's what is he?
Minus 900 mass.
What is he building? Oh, okay, he's
am-
grabbing Aras with a bunch of... Okay, that is understandable.
I am once again asking for financial support. My goodness. Minus
Exactly.
900 mass. That's pretty smart because, you know, he's not got a base. I don't know how much eco that the wreck could potentially give him.
I mean, not much, but the man should have quite some reclaim available in his own base, so yeah.
He does, yeah.
He can run on it alone.
So FTX looks like he's positioning to fight air on the top left. At the same time, he's moving in a lot of restorers in the bottom right.
Yeah, that is a very good choice, because he can use the resource to basically go and punish the enemy land force here belonging to AI. While the airfight is actually gonna happen straight over the SAMs belonging to the wreck, as FTX Commando is unafraid of anything. Knowing just how much more ASF he have available, he's gonna go for the bold move of fighting over the enemy airbase.
Yeah, I think the wreck split. Did he split his ASF there?
And yes, he
It's,
did, which is very nice
Let the
because...
SAMs do the work, I think.
Yeah.
Is smart. It's going to take him a while to catch up. He just needs to buy time. Let the SAMs do the work.
I mean, that is if he can even catch up, because he doesn't have that much echo, only 360. And FTX Commando have already 300, so yeah. But the difference is that the wreck is actually playing on... Well, I was about to say 3 bases, but it's only 2, because the base belonging to Zlo is basically just all eradicated, as we can see the red and other warm colors basically crawling all over the space. As Tryth is saying GG.
The fat boys are working though.
I mean, yeah, they're
Fat
getting
boys
the
are
value.
working.
5,000 mass kills on one.
It's just incredibly slow.
Second one, 10,000. But the spirits are actually unfortunately gonna go and crush the other one here.
It's just I don't think the wreck is it's got maybe he doesn't have the APM spare, but he's not doing like a countermeasure like this by spamming units at the AI. I think he's focusing on air.
Yes.
He really needs a PD base, I think. I know it's not popular with high-rated players to make PD, but I feel like he really needs just somewhere he can retreat to.
Yeah, I mean, we can see his Percival just basically being picked off one after another. And drop the dead. Thank you very much for the subscription coming with the Prime. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. But yeah, the wreck base is actually gonna come under fire from the sniper bots, which is really, really bad thing to happen. Especially as an air player, when you have sniper bots knocking on your doors, yeah, that's just no fun. And it seems like the Restos gonna be used to go and basically kill unknown ACU, who have no anti-air at all.
Will the wreck try to come and save him here? I don't think he can.
Yeah, we can see the gunships actually focusing on killing the T3 build power instead of going for the ACU yet. Because this amount of build power can basically infinitely keep on building the T2 shields. And you don't want to be stuck here for too long. The other AI from the bottom team is actually gonna go and open also to keep on making restorers to go and try to stop this big blob of the units belonging to the topside AI. Man, this spirit push is so hilarious.
It works against the AI. It really does work.
Yeah, it looks like it basically is frying the brain of the fat boy. With the fat boy being unaware of what it is actually supposed to go and do versus this amount of units. As we can see, there is more and more of them. Like, just look at this.
Yeah, Unknown could make a Tech 1 factory of his own and just rally in some Tech 1 tanks, and that would sort this out.
I mean, just make some labs like that.
He could rally in some
flares
Tech 1
or
trash
something,
himself,
yeah.
and it would fix it.
Or even better, just make the T1 artillery spam.
FTX looking to close the game here, I think. He's got a push on the ground with it from Insidious in red, and he's got all of his gunships in the top. And,
yeah,
the wreck
they're
is
looking into going close in the game.
Yeah, the wreck is looking vulnerable here. He has got some shields and some arties.
But no, but yeah, this is not gonna go and stop a bunch of bricks. You want T3 PDs to go and stop them, the Ravagers. Because some puny T2 Tryths are not gonna go and call it. Even more so, as you will need a bunch of flak and SAM to protect your air grid from the incoming restorers. And also, Kilashi, thanks a lot Fergal for yet another glorious donation of 1000 bits. But yeah, the pings are happening, as the wreck is not even trying to go and run away with his ACU.
Yeah, he needs to overcharge with his ACU to survive here, I think.
Okay, he's coming closer. Does he have the gun upgrade or not? Yes, he does have it.
Yeah.
An overcharge he will, but I don't think he can stay alive for much longer. As we can see, the wall base just crumbling in front of his ACU. We can see Cougars opening fire versus enemy restorers in the background. As it seems like
He made spearheads.
I mean,
Interesting
spearheads are quite decent as long as your enemy is not moving too much. But yeah, there is just like nothing to go and stop the bricks, to the point that restorers are not gonna be even used to snipe the ACU belonging to the wreck. Farm Sled is saying like, damn, they were lucky they had the better AI.
Yeah, and I think the reason he's saying is that players like Arch will basically go and sandbox versus the AI, and they'll figure out what works against the AI if you're trying to defend, how to kind of trick it.
I mean, you didn't
It used
even...
to be that walls. It used to be that walls used to really mess up the AI pathing, but now I think scout spamming like that is very effective.
It's not even scout spamming, it's about actually playing versus AI at the very beginning. But yeah, it seems like Vrek ACU is gonna go and explode in a Fury explosion, as the bricks are gonna basically melt through the man. The ACU might be tanky, but not tanky enough.
That's just going to leave Unknown in the middle. So, Team 3, or the red team down here, they do have a game in hand. They can take risks.
I mean, all they have to do is basically go and bomb the ever-living shit out of Unknown position here. Or basically just
working on a GC.
I mean, sure he is, and while he might be protected by the Fatty and the Broadswords coming out from the AI, I'm afraid to say that the Megalith, which is coming from Donny, might be basically the nail in the coffin.
It's funny that the base got handed over to the AI, not to Unknown, so he's basically playing on, but he can't do anything. It's very sad, bless him.
Yeah.
The base got handed over to the AI.
Or maybe Vrek just gave it to AI. Who knows?
Potentially. I didn't see.
The last defiance from the Vrek, giving his own base to AI instead of his teammates. But yeah, coming back to the AI, I think that it's more about who is interacting more versus it. Because through the whole tournament, I could actually see that if you left the AI basically to its own devices, just like Vrek did here, the AI is gonna go and scale up, well, just like you see, and make a dev ball of T4 experimental and other units. But when you actually go and play versus it, I saw players basically crippling the AI in no time, because the AI, instead of building up the economy and other stuff, it would just keep on building more and more T1 units to defend itself. And knowing just how bad the T1 units are versus the human players, yeah, we can see that those would be basically a mass nation. And that is kind of what happened here with Farm Sled, yeah? Just occupying the AI, prodding it with his own units all the time, so that instead of just building up more and more mexes, we could see that the Cyan AI, together with the white one, just had to keep on building more and more units. Like you said, they were basically building up an army like water trying to go through the dam, right?
Yeah, at the moment they did that, the AI pushed a long way, so I feel like perhaps Unknown is planning to use his GC to kind of like deal with all this scout spam, just infinitely farm it, and that will allow the AI to move in.
I mean, maybe,
I feel like it's a bit late, really.
I mean, it's not gonna work out, because we can see the whole left flank just collapsing. The restorers from FTX Commando already managed to clean up the wall base here on the top side. Meaning that with the, well, basically no AA being present here, Unknown's base and then the Ervid for the AI is gonna be basically what's gonna get deleted next.
New experimental in Brown's base. Is that a is that the satellite? I think it's the satellite. The Czar coming as well. Oh no, it's an Awasa.
That's an Ahwasa, because that's the Seraphim AI. But yeah, basically for now it's gonna be a survival. And yeah, Tryth being really mad about the position of the Vrek, who did nothing versus the AI, so that the AI could basically scale up towards the end game. With the emissary already opening the fire from these positions.
I don't think you need to necessarily crush the AI. I just think you need to threaten it with a bunch of units.
Exactly. Just occupy its attention. Just keep on prodding it with a stick.
I think you need to scare it a bit so it spends its eco on some units.
I mean, if you would actually watch the games that were played out on the Noro at the very first day of the tournament, you would actually see that the AI if left unchecked by any of the players, would make a minute 18 GC, right? But if one of the players which was near the AI kept on making units and trying to prod it with the units, the AI would basically just be confused and keep on making more and more units to defend itself, even if the player wasn't even willing to threaten it. So yeah, it really seems like the play here for the Rainbow Cup tournament is to go and make sure that the AI is gonna be occupied at all times. As we have seen, Farms Letye occupied the AI, meanwhile the Wreck let it just scale up to oblivion.
Yeah, I think they're going to get tabled. Even if FTX doesn't use his Air Force offensively, I think the AI is going to table them at this point. The Arty, Iwasa, it's
yeah, the
painful.
Ahwasa is throwing bombs one after another to try to go and kill the enemy air units, so yeah. I mean the MAAs, the anti-air units.
That is a good question. If you give the AI M28 a T3 engineer, will it use it?
I think
I
it
don't
will.
know.
There
was a change. There was a change between 27 and 28 that Maudlin put in, whereas it used to be that if you killed one AI and another AI took its base, it wouldn't use the production, it would only take the resources. But now it does use the tech, it does build the experimentals, so it's possible. I think you just have to check with Maudlin if it actually does that.
I mean, you can try to go and actually ping him in the chat. He should be watching, I think.
The question is whether it would combine the technologies to actually be more effective. Like, would it put a stealth gen and a shield with its army?
I have no clue
I'm not sure
about
if it
that.
would do that.
But
If it's
it's
just picking units randomly, it wouldn't make much difference.
yeah, but it seems like the wrestlers are finally gonna move in to try to go and find enemy ACU.
Yeah, FTX can go and clear the ACD, I think, really, yeah.
I mean, he just have to go and find it. I have no clue if they know where it is. No, they don't. They have no Omni, no T3 Raider or anything to go and find him. Although there is a big clump of ASF available for the topside AI, so yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I feel like FTX can probably win air with just his restos at this point, if he could shift G's him into a nice little ball.
And the airfight is
He's
gonna
gonna
happen.
get jumped. He is gonna get jumped here. This could be quite funny. Where is the AI going with that ball of ASF?
Oh, wait. What am I supposed to be watching right now? Because I'm just not sure.
What is it doing there? That's a great bomb, by the way, by the other AI
Yeah,
on the entire army. That's incredible. He
But
got,
wait,
that was
what am I
perfectly
supposed to be
aimed.
watching?
It's going for the other restorers. I'm not sure why it flew through the first restorers to go to the second. Oh no, doesn't fancy those. That was just a feint. It is in fact going back for the other restorers and going back to base.
Now it's gonna get crushed even harder by passing by another group of
boy.
ASF. I mean restorers.
Oh, it's changed its mind.
Although it's
No.
too little, it's too late, and it's going for the restorers to the left side.
Yeah.
That is just horrible. Very human
It's
indeed.
gonna break off again.
And yet again gonna go into the blob of restorers.
Strategic launch detected.
As it seems like we have a nuke launching for some reason.
Yeah. Bottom AI going for nukes.
Yeah, it's gonna nuke the Fatih, which is running away from the enemy T1 scouts. Which is kind of hilarious, to be honest. Ahwasa dying to the AA of the T3 gunships.
I have a question. Is FTX actually AFK?
I think he might be. Oh no, he's moving the rest
No, okay.
to the left hand side.
So Modlin in the chat says that it will min-max technology. So if you give the AI another tech, it will use it to min-max. So it will make shields and stealth gens. So it would make it could potentially make like the sketchy unit combinations like stealth shield boat navy, and you can make stealth Atlantis and stuff.
No, that won't work anymore.
Does that not work? You can't put the
No,
stingers
it
with
have been
units inside
removed.
it?
Jeep decided
that
it's
was-
too game breaking.
That was my
so yeah.
favorite cheese. It wasn't. But it was a
Unfortunately,
good
no
cheese.
more.
It was a good cheese. The AI's too good, man. It's just
And
out-
the fat boy have been killed off
Yeah.
by the nuke. Yeah,
and,
beautiful
and
snipe.
Mavor started.
But for whom? Well, it's Mavor, so it's... Oh wait, it's gonna be top AI, right?
Yeah, it has to be the top team unless it's Arch.
No, there is... This one is making more and more Novaxes.
That's a Novax.
That's a pigeon.
Where is this?
Oh, here!
Okay, here it is.
I mean, I guess it can try to use it to go and snipe some of the enemy units. Or should I say, bases. As we can see, FTX Commander finally deciding to go and use the Restorers offensively.
People being very mean in the chat, thinking that Tryth is microing the air for the top team when the AI is derping it backwards and forwards. That's very mean of you guys.
Yeah, especially as we could see Tryth actually winning some airfights before in the tournament, so yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't be so rude to the man.
He actually had he won air, and then he actually was successfully sniping the wheelie there until he accidentally derped his ACU into some
Exactly.
PD and accidentally derped his ACU into some PD and some harbs.
Yeah, the man selected both ASF and ACU and microed them at the same time. Very, very unlucky indeed.
Launch detected.
Because that would have been a very different game, I think, if he'd managed to pull that off.
Oh, it seems like
Okay.
Arch's base is gonna get nuked to
Glory to the
oblivion.
princess.
As the white AI finally gonna go and deal with it. But yeah, there is no stopping the rest of spam, although there is a bunch of SAMs basically sprouting everywhere as the AI is recognizing it cannot use the ASF properly. White AI even starting to build Ravagers randomly.
Nice. The random Ravager play.
Exactly.
They'll never expect it.
Is FTX gonna lose the air? No, he won't. So yeah, the core base of Arch Simcat gonna explode. As the
had a lot of
Arkwasa
text
seems to have
dualities
found
in there.
another target finally.
Yeah.
Going for the enemy SMD to snipe it.
Yeah, that's painful right there. Look at the Awasa play, boys. Snipes the SMD. Oh, oh. The stop micro.
But the
he
shields
gonna
are
keep the
just
shield?
too big.
Oh.
Just at the edge of it.
Is he gonna lose the Awasa there?
Yeah, he will. Only 700 HP, or maybe not. As
Oh. That's such a strange decision to pull back the units there. Didn't want to lose 3 ASF, so it leaves the Awasa alive.
Gunship's gonna fight versus another gunships.
So the broadsword should actually technically win this, right? FTX loses this fight.
No, I don't think they win. They don't have the enough DPS.
But the main broadsword gun can fire on the
Yes, it can, but
destroyers, right?
the Restos have more HP,
Strategic launch
and also
detected.
they have more DPS because of the anti-air.
Ah, okay.
AI launching a nuke straight at the base belonging to TheWheelie, or one that belonged to him.
Arch, no anti-nuke at 30 minutes.
I mean, what can I say? The man has so many units available, he doesn't care about SMD.
He's got so many scouts.
Exactly, and the scouts are dealing damage right now, as we can see.
Yeah. He doesn't need.
As a
SMD
Percival
guys.
is just unable to go and stop this push from the land scouts.
What is Unknown up to?
I have
has-
no clue, the men have nothing at all, he's just making teledefense for the Mavor.
He's making SAMs at the top of the map.
I guess he's gonna try to protect the AI from the Restorers. But that's it. But man, I love the Ahwasa Micro, which is just about to go and kill its own units. I have... okay, never mind, that's just SACU exploding somewhere. The sound had me confused for a moment. And also, someone please report that AI for killing friendly bricks with the Ahwasa. But yeah, basically now it's just waiting room to go and see if the megaliths are gonna kill the unknown ACU anytime soon or not. Although with
Yeah, I don't
-2
think
and
it's,
-3, it's gonna take a
I
while.
don't think it's gonna take long because Arch has quite a few experimentals.
I mean, Tryth,
Yeah,
the
basically
AI actually made
anything
SAMs, as
was-
you can see. There is one here, another here, third one. There were a few here on the left side, so yeah. The AI is actually making SAMs. There is 5 more here. So what can I say? Terrari just got outplayed by the auto mod. So no, Terrari, using words such as kill white is unacceptable. I don't wanna see you do it again. Please use the word snipe.
If the Mavor spawned with ACU priority on this map,
I
that
don't
would
think
be-
it would work
That
out.
would be wild. I think it will start going
Where
for
are
some
my
random mix.
reinforcements?
But if it finished with ACU priority,
Yeah, but the problem
potentially, I
is
think
there
it
is
can kill
just
the ACU.
not enough build power on it to finish it on time. Like it's not even halfway done, so yeah. Oh no, not the Novaks, it just got finished. Tryth trying to make the AI Control K on the gunships, but I don't think it's gonna work out. As we can see, Jabbles coming under fire from the enemy gunships. And yeah, the AI, both AIs are somehow using all of its possible mass, so yeah. They are not overflowing or anything, they just keep on pumping out units one after another. But I guess the unit dev balls from the bottom team are just way too big to handle them. And yeah, ACU gonna explode up next, just after killing a few SACUs. FTX commander is not even gonna try to snap the ACU. Just going for the random units in the vicinity.
Well, if he kills the AI ACUs, there's a good chance that it actually transfers ownership back to unknown.
Ah, it could be it. Considering that unknown is actually higher rated compared to the AIs. But yeah, units from Archsimkat finally closing in. As the Megalith is gonna bug out yet again. Okay, the AI have been finally sniped.
Time to end this farce.
Haha, the AI knows what's going on.
Will the base get transferred over to unknown, or will it go to the other?
Well, we
AIs?
will see in a second. Or more like few seconds, as the game is slowing down to a crawl. So any moment, it's coming to unknown.
It is unknown. Okay, let's go. Come back, baby. Let's do this.
So yes, it seems like the Vreg actually gifted all of his units to AI while he was dying.
So, all build power on the Mavor. Demand getting the Mavor, and then put the Mavor target on the ACUs.
Well, who knows, maybe it will work out.
I mean,
Like, it's gonna be the last-ditch resort, because no other way they can win this. Especially as we can see that more and more units are coming their way.
there's 3 Awasas on the field.
Yeah. The AI is trying to be lore accurate, throwing as many Ahuasas as a Seraphim player as possible. While the base belonging to Blackwell is finally gonna come under fire from the units belonging to Archsimkat.
Oh, that's cheeky. The Wheelie's saying that because it's an 80% game ender, it's all over. That's a reference to their first game.
Exactly, to the
game
Saturn's
is
Clash
synced.
one.
That is a real. That's to tilt. It's a real body blow.
Wait.
Uh.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, you've lost sound, but you're still going.
Yeah, I see it now. Wait, what?
Game desynced. We got to replay it, boys.
Okay, but the stream seems to be working just fine, but the sound just... I can hear you fine, but the game is... Yeah, I lost the sound in the game. I guess we just got overloaded by the explosions and everything.
The amount of missiles coming off those restorers is filthy.
Yeah, it's always nice to go and see them.
We've
They're
come
just
full
painting the
circle.
sky black. Well, I
Full
just hope
circle
that
back
the
to like
stream...
original Supcom game, where the only strategy that ever mattered in the original game was just making as many restorers as possible.
I mean, what can I say? They're still just unbalanced.
They are strong.
But I wonder why the hell the sound broke in the game. Because I have no error or anything happening. But yeah, the Ahuasas are finally just coming in to go and finish off what was started.
Will the Mavor finish?
Well, it's a run versus time.
Oh, you can't even sacrifice all your stuff into it because you've not got enough Aeon units left. Feels bad, man.
Well, that's their mistake, as we can see the Ahuasas coming in for another bombing run.
Not the Mavor. You can't kill our game ender with units. That's illegal. You can't
Yeah,
attack
how
my
can you
base.
do it? It's
You
a
have
game
to
ender.
make artillery, guys.
Exactly, it should be Arty Wars.
Don't you know that we're playing Gap, and we have to make artillery and shields? What are these units? You can't make units.
Okay, they finally found Unknown's ACU. Or no, that's the Blackwell. As
he's
Unknown's ACU
gone.
is actually running away.
I thought my team would save me. That AI is the most human. That's the most human AI I've ever seen. Dies, immediately blames his team in all chat in a team game.
Exactly.
He's definitely a rated FAF player right there.
He saw enough of our games to actually know how they go.
Exactly. That is peak FAF.
We should be saying that we should be now making the sound. So yeah, we have the harps going. The GC goes. As we can see it opening its laser to keep on shooting at the units. The Mega Leaf is gonna go. Pew, pew, pew.
Someone's gonna clip those and then put that over it. I can literally redo a battle with your sounds. That would be that would be quite
horrible.
funny. Just like mix it so it's doing it really fast as well. Savage.
But yeah, it seems like Tryth is gonna disconnect just as the units from Artsim are gonna go and find the last ACU.
Unknown is still running. He's prolonging things. That's his plan.
Report him.
Yeah.
He is ruining the game experience by running away like a little boy from the enemy units. Just look at him. That little ACU running away as the perverted uncle is chasing after him.
It's the big furry bot with its paw hands in the background is coming to get him.
Oh my god, look at this view. That's cinematic. We just need the...
That's gonna be the end of the tournament, boys.
Exactly, the Aeon invasion happening.
Why are you running? Why are you running, boy? They've all been put on hold fire for a cinematic experience.
Oh man, I have to go and ban Vrek again. Can one of the mods do it or not? FTX, are you here or not? We could use you here. Oh no, it seems like they're actually going to go and basically walk over the wall ACU. As they are not even trying to kill him. Just gonna stomp on the poor man with the GCs.
Head on me.
No,
crush
not
damage
like
to the
this,
AC?
no.
Yes, it does.
Stop kicking me. I'm a little puppy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bully, says Arsimkat. As the AI is actually gonna be the one to go and kill off the enemy.
AI is gonna get the kill.
Or no, never mind. One more stomp. One more kick in the teeth and it's gonna be over. Yep, one more kick to the face and the Unknown's ACU is gonna go up in flames.
That's going to be GG. Our winners for the Rainbow Cup tournament this year is going to be Justice for Tellybilly, a team led by Farms. And we've got FTX and the rest of the gang. They're Arch and Insidious.
Exactly.
They're going to be the winners. They take home $2,000 in prize money today.
Actually, note, I think it's 1,200.
Oh, it's split, isn't it? It's split.
Yes,
yeah,
it's
they don't
split.
take home the whole lot.
It
you're
is
right,
split. Like, it would be kind of silly to have such a big tournament and not give some money to the semi-finalists and to the second place, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, imagine going through all of these games and actually just not being able to, well, get
You get
anything
nothing.
from it.
Yeah. Big facts. So we can invite the players in to have a quick chat.
Exactly, we will ask them what went wrong, what went good, and especially how the hell did they get the better AI in all of these games?
Yeah, that's the most important question. Bully's like, it's not over yet, there's a reclaim to work with. Okay,
Exactly.
buddy. Okay.
So yeah, let's go and pick all of the players.
So I've been I've been fast forwarding the game in the background to see how Tryth died because that really was the pivotal moment of that game. They were looks like they were going to succeed on the snipe there against TheWheelie, and he just moves his ACU a little bit too close, and TheWheelie capitalizes on it. He focuses all of his harbs and his PD onto the ACU, and clutches the kill, which saves his own life from the air.
Yeah, I mean, because if not for the fact that the ASF were just, well, left unmicroed, I think that Tryth would basically grab not only the kill on the enemy ACU, but also go and basically mop down all of the remaining ASF for, well,
Yeah,
what
that
was
would
it
have been
for
a lot of
FTX?
damage.
So yeah. Well then,
Who do we
hello there,
have?
boys.
Hello.
It's our
Bonjour.
conquering heroes, the winning team.
Exactly. The men who prove that they are not the clowns, and as such they have crushed the clown crushers.
Dude, it would have gone completely different if we wouldn't have gone the bottom side of the map, man.
Oh man, yeah, that was very a heated up discussion about who will get which side.
Shout out to the wreck.
I had no involvement in that whole situation. Just want to hear the record.
Yeah. What can I say? You boys read the rules and you won the tournament. Who would have thought?
So I guess the most important question is how did you secure the best AI in every game?
Exactly, because it seems like everyone just had a super AI and then just comes the justice for TheWheelie with the swole AI boys and yeah, they meant the business.
Oh, what can I say? I'm just such a good team captain, man. I gave them tips before today, and they adjusted to it. Like, don't suicide fat boys was a very important tip, and it seems that Tryth didn't give his AI those tips.
Yeah, I don't think any other team is aware. You can just ping and the AI will respond to it.
Well,
But
really?
the real thing that no, they can't. The real thing is that we understood what like the AI's inadequacies are with T4s because T3 they're just bad with T3 regardless. We don't really care about their air. We didn't care about the land. Didn't care about Navy really. A little bit, but not really. So all that really mattered was the T4s. So you're just focused on what works on the map in terms of T4s. And you combine that with just generally maintaining air control so no one can respond well to your AI's T4s, and it just kind of works itself out.
Yeah, and I guess
You know,
we also stole...
As Gazetencraft or Title Force said, an army of sheep led by lions is better than an army of lions led by a sheep. And we really demonstrated that.
I guess so. But yeah, I also saw that our Simcat stole the classic slow move, make the T1 scout.
Oh, you mean in the last game with the spam?
Yeah, with the fat boys.
Yeah, we've noticed in other games that the AI will send like everything to deal with scouts, and even at the end of that game, we were noticing our AI sent a chicken to deal with one snoop all the way on the right side. So the AI just has like a really horrible notion of like proportional response in that stuff.
Oh,
So if you
yeah.
make a lot of scouts, it just spooks the AI because it sees all these blips that it doesn't know about, and it stops doing anything.
Yeah,
Even if he knows about it, I think they just attack it because it's an enemy unit. And that's
yeah,
how it's
like with the
programmed.
fat boys, which were basically just stuck trying to go and kill a random, basically a stream of T1 scouts. It's like, I'm gonna kill the scout, look at me, I will crush it.
Yeah, it's especially good against fatties because the AI doesn't want to move them in as they're shooting, so you kind of perpetually keep them stuck with like 2 factories of land scouts.
Yeah, but I also would say that the difference was that your team was actually in every game was kind of prodding the enemy AI with a stick, trying to go and grab a few kills here and there. Versus the enemy units, meanwhile the other teams, which had trouble versus the AI basically just scaling outside of the scope that they can head for them, was that they left the AI basically left to its own devices.
It mostly comes down to the fact the AI is really bad at Tech 3 transitions, so if you manage to get like 6 harbs, you can basically completely throttle the AI if you attack them between that point before they get their first T4 up. And if they get the first T4 up, you just create a situation where they become dumb with it. So like on a Tabula game, the AIs just refuse to engage because they don't know how to coordinate together. So they just kind of like value things on their own. So the full health GC doesn't want to help the half health HP GC. So like farm 7 Ravagers there, just full stop 2 GCs.
Well, I mean, even if the GCs just kept on moving in, I think he would be fine there. Because the Ravages...
Probably were, yeah. We weren't too concerned about it, but like they could have been done better is kind of what I'm getting at. Like if
Oh, yeah,
humans
that is
controlled
true.
those 2 GCs.
I mean, it was the same thing as last week's game on Adaptive Mizar, where the AIs at the top team rushed 2 GCs together with Uno Sveti against me only having 1 GC and like a bunch of harps. But I just, if you just send in a harps at some isolated GC and just go behind it, then the AI is just not knowing how to micro it well. And during a big fight, I was purposefully just completely ignoring the AI GC because mid fight he just turns around and ran with its back turned against my army. It just wasn't very smart.
Oh yeah, that happened quite a few times.
Yeah, it doesn't like it if the calculations on the likelihood of like winning or something go against it, and it'll run away with the T4, which is functionally killing the T4.
Yeah, although it seems like Moldin actually made a few changes here to it, so that it will actually stay and fight other T4s now.
I mean, we saw on our left side, we had like a half HP GC that just didn't know what to do anymore, and it was just wandering around that last game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
is
AI
true.
made such a fast GC in the last game. Like, that was insane how fast it was there.
Yeah,
But it
I
just
mean, it was
walked through mid and then just idled it.
Yeah, but the reality is that it was fast because the Vrek was just not interacting with the AIs at all.
Yeah, we saw he went T3 air for broadswords.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah,
AI
that,
was
that
basic.
also makes a difference, yeah.
Yeah, the AI was basically left alone, so yeah.
Also, I think the AI, like based on what units you show, he makes a big response. For example, the 2 AIs on the right, they made like 5 billion MMLs and shields and mongoose as well. Where I actually had a pretty tough time against it, but it just means that they spent that much more mass on that stuff
Yeah,
instead of
exactly. You were just
rushing a T4.
engaging with the enemy AI players. Meanwhile, Vrek was just making mexes and stuff, so yeah. I guess that's what basically came to bite him in the arse, the fact that the AI was basically out to go and grab all of the economy it wanted.
Well, it's a double-edged sword because the game we lost on Plateau of Arrakis, we lost because the farm is busy protecting our AIs by being aggressive against low and unknown, and Arch and Donnie were fighting the enemy AIs. So they had basically had unknown and Wreck going pure T3 mechs and ignoring everything, and we just had like 25% less mass generation with nothing to really show for it. So we
Yeah,
kind of
that was the
got
one where you
crushed
got
there.
actually nuked, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it just
Well,
depends on the
that was the one
slots.
game where our AI was underperforming for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it just depends on the map and the AI positions, on how we're actually gonna deal with them.
Right, you have to read the map on. It's like I said, it's about like the T4s and stuff. So you like Plateau of Arrakis, it kind of doesn't really matter if the AI gets their T4 2 minutes faster. It's such a
Yeah.
closed map, you can take control of it.
Yeah, not to mention there's just so many only so many places where the AI can actually go and push with the GC on the Iraqis, so...
I mean, the same thing was true on Tabula. I think well, that's not really true. The GC and or Fatty from the AIs were probably similar timings.
Yeah, just that Fatty is a bit slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Although I have to say that Fatih did amazing job on the right flank.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
we were thinking like we don't want to do 2 Aeon, and we remembered the Fat Boy like buffs and everything. And the way we kind of figured Tabula was gonna run was like a heavy T2 focused push in mid, which a Fat Boy helps a lot in complementing because it forces you to stop and build in your base when you don't really have the capacity to build the defenses against it.
also he just doesn't suicide it, is what I want to say. But then in that last game, the fatties from Tryth kept suiciding, or at
I
least
mean,
one
no,
just
not
walked
really.
into.
They were
No,
just
one just
coming a tad
walked
bit too
into GC.
close. Oh, then I didn't see that one. I saw the other two just kiting back all the time, the T3 armies,
Yeah,
so yeah.
one of the other one was just well, he kind of walked in or rolled into a bunch of T3 units, but they weren't enough to kill the fat boy, so maybe he calculated that. But generally, the AI fat boys are extremely bad on open maps like that, but on more close maps like Zabala on the sides, they perform way better. And GCs are the opposite.
Yeah, GCs you can basically just walk in with them and just call it a day. They're just such a beefy unit. Which is actually kind of funny how AI is just treating them as if they were made of glass.
Yeah, you kind of just wait for them to build it and like hope to time a push with it.
But yeah, Deb, any questions for them or not? From the Meme Lord himself?
In the final game, Farms, were you considering bombing the air on the first air snipe, or is that a plan which unfolded only on the second time round?
No, I think I was safe on the first air snipe because I had 2 redeemers and I had enough build power and was spamming mobile shields.
It also wasn't that much air over him.
Yeah, it wasn't worth to contra K at all in that situation in the game. I would have killed like a few gunships, but also all my build power around HQ. So no, I would have never done that during the first attempt.
Also,
During the
I
second
told
attempt,
him to
was-
do it.
Yeah, he FTX told me to do it during the second attempt. I was like, hey, yeah, probably should.
That was
I
like
thought-
the only threat we really had that game to worry about. So once that happened, we were in a real safe spot and only had to worry about like nukes and surprise T4s and so on.
What I've learned from that is that FTX should be suspended from the game for telling someone to kill themselves.
The team comes before. There's no I in team.
I guess
There's
we can
only
find
me.
better reasons for that ban, to be honest.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of one.
We expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Another question: since you are the winners, you win a sizable amount of US dollars, I think. Do you have any plans to spend it, and what will you be using it for?
Of course, Farm will spend it on the same thing he spent it on last year, his PC upgrade.
I assumed it would be more chips, but
We will spend it on the
cooking stream.
on the VPN that FTX had to buy.
Yeah, everyone owes me like $10. Well, it was like $5.
Excuse me, it is $2.50 per person. You
I
said it
remember.
was $10.
Unbelievable.
Basically, FTX bought a VPN so we could play against Blinchik because he kept losing connection. And you know, it was a
Yeah, the
tournament
one
team
game
exclusive.
we like. I mean, we got outplayed on the Tabula game as well, but a lot of that came down to just like insane, silly mistakes. But the 3v3 on Huge Wonder Open, we lost, and if I was there, we wouldn't have lost.
Oh.
a bold statement.
First pick lost for a second pick, dude. It was a tactical maneuver.
Exactly.
True. They should have given up Paralon. We gave them a good deal.
Yeah, man. We got so lucky there.
Well, thanks for.
Or my team of sheep managed to pull me through this tourney.
I can't believe 4,000 rated Farm managed to pull his team of crippled mongrels.
Dude, thank you for carrying me through this tournament.
I think I deserve at least 75%. Of
Maybe if I could trust you to spend it on a PC upgrade.
If you
I guess
actually
that
upgrade
would be
your
the
PC.
best idea. Just go pull in and buy Farms a new PC and send it to him.
I will have
Otherwise,
you
there is
know-
no way he will ever buy himself one.
I will have you know, last game I was -2, Arch was -2. I am not hearing complaints about Arch.
Well, I guess maybe if Arch played more tournaments, you would complain more about him.
So, not a new CPU then.
Everything needs to be new at this point. Everything is 4.5 years old, and it already was old. My CPU is 11 years old at this point.
Yes, and it was given to you by Morax. Not
Yeah,
to
it
say
was.
that, because it was even worse.
What the heck?
I won it during a FAF tourney,
Yes.
and I'm still using that one.
How many years is it gonna be?
Rigo,
Like
can you
4,
make the
3?
the next Rainbow Cup award a new computer instead of like an actual prize pool?
I won it, I think, in 2018, in the finals was against Eco Noob, I remember, and it was on Desert Planet 2. I still remember that for some reason.
Yeah.
And there I got my beautiful CPU.
Bully saying if FTX was there, then farms would won even faster.
No, he said they would have won faster.
Oh yeah, sorry, I cannot read. I guess I'm just
Dude.
tired.
You don't understand. I am the father cradling my child's T3 push. Farm would have crushed everything through mid.
I mean, I could see you basically working overtime at some of the games, making sure to fly around with ASF over the head of farms. To go and make sure that nothing scary is gonna come anywhere close to your little
I mean,
kid.
there's a lot of teams that you can tell their game plan was just to snipe farm, which kind of makes it more predictable for what I need to do.
Oh yeah, that is true. Like in this game here.
Yeah, like the Tabula game, I had very strong feelings that they were gonna. I was surprised they didn't try to comb bomb on farm.
They could have combombs me there. Like Zlo and who else was there?
Wreck
don't-
Wreck,
or
yeah. Wreck or
Yeah, because
Unknown.
I was under 5k.
no, Unknown
so I
was
would've
on
been
the right
great.
side.
I think they could. Oh yeah, it's true. I think they could have 2-for-2s. Me and Arch versus Slow and Wreck.
Oh yeah, that was definitely possible, because that would be like 7,500 damage in ACU bombs alone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it was their mistake. And then later on even trying to go and nuke you.
I knew they would try something like that. I had tons of transports. I was surprised there weren't ASF locked on my transports the moment I tried to escape.
Yeah. We were also wondering why he didn't try to do that. But yeah, I guess he was just afraid of nuking his own ASF force for some reason.
Well, no, because you just sent a few ASF, just like 5.
I mean, yeah. So well,
It was
do you have
lack
any...
of scouting. The only people scouting were the AIs.
Oh yeah, that is also something that was very sad to see. Like the AI had better usage of the T3 spy planes than basically 90% of the tournament players.
Yes.
Well, there's no point in spending the like spy planes are expensive. They're like 350 mass or something.
Yeah, but it's
basically
more
an
about
ASF.
just sending a few of them like every few minutes.
Yeah, I got into the habit of just having like a pile of like 5 and then just scouting at critical points and just let the AI kind of do the regular scouting.
Yeah, exactly that, but I have seen a single 2-hour game which went basically without one team just scouting even once. It was horrible
Yeah.
to watch.
FAF laziness. I mean, it's not like I was the ultimate scouter either. On some games, I just made an eye and was like, might as well just use this to explore the map.
Oh yeah, that was very nice to see. Like, honestly, I think your team was the only one building the eye for some reason.
Which is crazy, it's like so OP.
Like, yes, you can basically go and look everywhere on the map and nobody's even building it. Like, I can understand not building a soothsayer because it's, well, actually quite easy to kill, but an eye, which you can basically just pop in the middle of your air grid, like, why not?
Yeah, and it's so helpful for keeping track of either ACUs, T4s, game enders.
Yeah.
Like, basically every game ender game we had an eye perpetually on it.
Yeah, I mean, this tournament is just made to use the eye. Because you can basically see what the enemy AI is building if it's gonna go and nuke you, like on the Tabula Rasa game.
Well, actually, usually the AI has his first threat already done before you realistically make your eye.
Yeah, eye is like full T3 max.
I mean,
but...
yeah, that is true, but you can actually look for other stuff too, right?
Like
Right,
the
I mean-
usage plus the mass cost of the AI of the eye is still too much to make it too early. Because it's 3k mass just for the building, then it has 5k E drain to use it. So it basically has the same cost as it's almost 10k mass to use it.
I think it's good in the tournament because the AI just like loves building SAMs and spy planes everywhere, or SAMs and like ASF everywhere. So you
Yeah.
just make it because it's better than trying to like disperse move 10 spy planes, which is already going to be like a third of the cost of the eye, and like a third of them aren't going to actually go through.
Yeah, not to mention, you're gonna have a lot of E overflow from the AI and from the air player.
I don't think it's that much that AI overflows, to be honest.
Depends on the game. I saw games where AI was basically overflowing a few thousand at the minute 20 mark.
Yeah, I don't know if
That's
the
not
AI
much.
accounts for the team or not.
Like I've like at some point eventually the AI builds T3 mass apps as well to spend his E. They build like multiple SMDs or nukes to spend a lot more E as well without adjacency usually, or yeah, without adjacencies. So
There were a couple games where the AI gave us their P-gens though.
yeah, true. Guys, we're host.
I don't know. You are the one who will host. You are the winner, so host the winner's host, I guess.
No, not my job.
Ah, rude.
Yes.
So yeah, anyway, anything you wanna add to or not? Derp, Arch?
Well, gotta thank Firgal for hosting the tournament. Gotta shout out Title Force for his draft comments. Those were
Gotta
great.
thank Team Tryth for being so sportsmanlike during the finals.
It's partially your fault.
I know.
Kid.
I'm just being a dick now. Although I was technically correct. I'll have you know.
So inconsequential.
Listen, you know me, I will get stubborn about that stuff.
I didn't even want to ask on No to like if he wanted to leave because you guys deserve to play it down with the way you acted.
I mean, this is why we win, right? We're competitive in game. We're competitive out of the game.
Yeah.
Gotta
They
win.
didn't adhere to the tournament rules, and I just pointed it out. We had to keep the integrity of the tournament.
Yeah, the
Yes.
war starts before you even get into the lobby.
This was a not a battle for a game win, but this was another win that we scored there. Okay.
Yeah,
It
So
does
technically
honestly matter.
3-0 today.
that
Yeah.
was a battle for Vrex mental, I guess.
It was the moral
Yeah.
victory.
Like tilt factor comes into your strength as a player.
Oh yeah, certainly, especially in long games like this one here, where the stress can basically keep on well, being stacked over and over. So yeah, if you can actually stress someone out before the game even begins, that's a big win. But yeah, I have nothing else to add after all these weeks of casting. So yeah, anyone else wanna add something, or do we just go and close the shop?
FTX wants to announce his streaming career he will be starting next week.
Oh.
Not funny, then laugh.
Is that in the hot tubs area of Twitch or?
It's in the EU4 category.
Yeah, it'll be just chatting.
Yeah.
I'll be uploading my own bully tier RC player tier list.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I wanna see it happen. But man, did you prove Tidal Force wrong this tournament?
Yeah.
I mean,
and at the
honestly-
end of the day, that's what counts.
Yes.
Spite was all that was powering me through.
I can
That
understand that.
Telebilly, it's all coming in.
Yeah. Well, now we just have to go and have Jeep actually go and fix it. Or maybe not, who knows. Like you won the tournament, maybe you will get a second chance at making him admit the mistake of deleting it from the game.
Justice.
Exactly. So yeah, anyway, thanks a lot for coming by to speak with us, guys. And, well, most importantly, big thanks for Fergal, also known as Kilashi on Twitch, and to K Milkshake for actually bankrolling this war tournament. So yeah, once again, big thank you to you. And well, also, big thanks to everyone else who was playing in the tournament. And well, thanks to you viewers for actually coming in and enjoying this, well, horrible lobby simulator with a few games in between. So yeah.
And thanks to Endranii for actually being here to cover it.
I mean, we also had Derp, who I have to go and say very much thank you for coming in today,
Yeah.
because without him I would just go mad today.
Endranii and his team of co-casters.
Exactly. I think I had like 7 different people co-casting with me this tournament.
Congratulations on your win, guys. Well done. We'll see you. See if you can retain your title next year.
Well, that is if they will even manage to grab the same team.
We need to get Firgal to give us the ability to play again as the same team. I think he did that for like Rainbow Cup 3.
He did, I think.
Winner
Yeah, I
stays
vaguely
on.
remember that as well. Although that's sometimes, if that was allowed last year, then this year Nuggets was the captain, and I could have picked Nuggets again.
That's why it ended up getting changed because I think I remember talking to him about that rule. But he ended up changing it because like the team slots changed. Like sometimes it was a 4v4, sometimes it was a 3v3. Now it's gonna change next year because he's not gonna have the AIs be allies. I think I don't know what he's doing, but he said he's gonna change it up again.
Yeah, he said that the AI allies are basically prolonging the games a tad bit too much, so better to have them as enemies. And also to pressure the players a little bit more.
Yeah, either it has to be smaller maps or the AIs have to be enemies.
Or a combination. If I remember the maps from the last years, there were a lot more 10-kilometer maps, and they were usually very cancer-driven, like something like Plotted Field of the Great Phoenix, for example, which is even for normal team games, it's already mega chaotic, and with two Aeon and Serra AIs added there, it becomes even worse. But that generally made for pretty good games.
Yeah, after all, the viewers want to go and see the stuff happen and explode.
Exactly.
And
of course
chaos
we do.
is what sells.
One more shout out / thanks. That's to Maudlin for working on M28. He's been tinkering away with that most of the tournament, I think, making changes. So thanks to him for creating that from scratch.
Yeah, basically fixing all the bugs and mistakes which were,
Yeah.
well, called out by the players, so yeah, also. Big thanks to him. And well, with 4 hours on the clock, I think we can just go and close the stream, so yeah. Everyone
Yeah,
can
now we
say
can finally
goodbye.
get to play the game.
Exactly.
Go and host a lobby. Let's go.
It's gonna be a 1-hour lobby sim.
Just as we needed. So yeah, anyway, thanks a lot and see you next time.
Peace.
Okay, this is done. The stream is gonna close in the next minute, so yeah, we are finally done. I just have now 4 more games to cast and we're gonna be done with the Rainbow Cup.
What?
You have
You're
more?
casting for the YouTube?
Yes.
Wow.
I have like 500 gigabytes of material for it.
What the fuck?
Time to get FAF to fucking buy you an SSD.
Yeah, buy me a fucking HDD. It's gonna be bigger.